I build stuff CNC where we make it come alive.
Quick little video how to make a Porter cable tool run on a Black & Decker battery, not modifying the batteries, just the tool. 3 cuts and you're off and running. As all of us go, we have been buying battery powered tools for many years. I happened to get a really good deal 20 years ago for a Black & Decker set that ran the NiCad batteries at Costco. And that included a skill saw, reciprocating saw, flashlight, drills, and a bunch of other things over the years. Unfortunately, I didn't like the NiCad battery as they don't last, and I wanted to get it to the lithium-ion battery, 20-volt series. And I started looking online, and I found a couple companies that sell the conversion kit. I ended up buying this little adapter here, and this adapter slides into where the NiCad battery would go, and would take a 20-volt lithium-ion battery. I know it's a little bit thicker, but overall it's still less than the original battery, and it works really well. I also adapted my Mastercraft to take the same battery. I made my own adapter. I'm not going to get into that now. And I also got some of the DeWalt tools over the years, and that's the original battery. This is an adapter, and that takes the lithium-ion same battery. The nice thing about that one is that it gives you a USB charging port, so I live in a place where the power goes out a lot, so I can just take this and I can charge up my cell phone, iPad, or other devices on that. So I wanted an angle grinder, and an angle grinder, I wanted it to run on the same battery, but I didn't want to go in and modify my batteries. I've seen a lot of YouTube videos where people cut a slot batteries for the Black & Decker, and I didn't want to cut my batteries. My batteries are unchanged. So what you have to do is you need to go in, and there's a little teeny by the springs here. So right in by the springs, there's a little piece of plastic right below that vertical piece, right there. So if I can bring it in, right there, bring up and down in front of the spring. Now that little piece of plastic is the problem. It doesn't allow your battery to slide all the way in. The other side doesn't have one. So that's what you can tell when I'm talking about that there's no spacer right there, and there's a spacer on that side. I've already cut that one out. But if you look on the Black & Decker tools, you can see that spacer. You can see that little vertical piece of plastic right in front of that pencil. That's the piece of plastic you need to get removed on the Porter cable. The Black & Decker Porter cable both use the same piece of plastic, except that on the Porter cable, it's on the opposite side as the Black & Decker. All that does is prevent you from putting in the wrong battery into your Porter cable or Black & Decker tool. That's the first cut you have to make, or removal. Once you remove that, you need to slide your battery in, and it'll go until it hits, and then you need to mark where you want to cut it. And you need to. I use a bench grinder, and I just ground that angle into the Porter cable on both sides, and it just touches. What you're looking for is to make it go in enough that the battery clip returns up. So that battery, you want it to go into the Porter cable. You keep cutting it till that just lets it go in. So that is a perfect fit now for this tool and allows it to run on the Black & Decker batteries. Anyways, quick little video how to make a Porter cable tool run on a Black & Decker battery, not modifying the batteries, just the tool. 3 cuts and you're off and running. That way I only have one set of batteries for all my tools. I really just don't like having batteries for DeWalt, Makita, Black & Decker, and a bunch of other ones. So I just modify all my tools to take the same battery, either by buying the adapter or by modifying the tools. In some cases, I've had to make my own adapter. Anyways, thought I'd share my little quick discovery.
Thank you for watching. I build stuff CNC, where we make it come alive. Thank you for watching. Share, like, and come again. Don't forget to follow us